Aha. I'm going to put the camera up here. It looks so much better on top of the monitor. It's just the only problem I don't have on the monitor is because it's my monitor's seamless. So like got no seam on the edges, seamless, yeah. So having it up there means I lose a tiny bit at the top of the screen, but that's fine. Oh, let's try to get comfortable. It's actually really chilly in my room. It's been storming where I live at the moment. Every night, just and then loads of rain. I usually have my window open to let some cool air in, but okay. Let's put some music. Got myself a coffee. Right. What's that? The floorboards. It is the floorboards. Whoa, okay. So that's what we're going to need to do today. I could... Because it doesn't matter if they stick through, right? As long as they don't... Wow. Sticking through the edge is fine. There's like a gap, you know what I mean? But basically, this gap is like my safe area. But if they pierce through that gap, they pierce through the edge of the ship. So I think we'll just apply that. Start taking bits away until there. You don't see them peeking through anymore. And then I re-add them in if I've gone a little too far. Yeah. Like that. Oh. Oh, there's a couple I can still see. Wow. With that said, I guess I could also click some of these and just move them back. I've been using Maya. I was like, why is it not working? Hello, Wolf. How's it going? I had an interesting conversation today about sleeping. So I've always, if I get lack of sleep, or if I wake up late, or if I can't sleep, I've always been blamed. I've probably had this conversation before on stream. I've always been blamed for that. Like, oh, it's your fault. It's my fault. Yeah, it's your fault. What makes it my fault? Well, if you can't sleep, that's your fault. It means you've done something wrong. I suffer from insomnia like my mother. And I don't know if any of you are the same. Don't get me wrong, there are times where I could definitely assist myself a little bit more. But... yeah. But, like, sometimes, like when I went to bed last night, I just laid there. And I remember when I lived with my mate, and he always said it was my fault that I couldn't sleep, which is kind of sad. I'm good, I have to... 20 minutes test. Oh! Having anything special done? But yeah, and he used to blame me for it. And one day I remember I woke up like 6 AM or something to have work in the morning, and I did worked for like 8-10 hour shift, whatever it was that day. See what I mean? I got all this leeway to not worry about having to curve these as long as they don't exceed this. And it got to the night time, and I said to my mate, I can't sleep. It was like midnight. I was like, I just can't sleep. He went, that's your fault. I was like, what do you mean? He went, well, if you didn't get up so late. I was like, Jack. Oh, well, yeah. I was like, Jack, hey, medical man. I was like, Jack, I got up at 6 AM today for work. And he just looked at me and he was like, oh. I was like there's like this assumption that just because if you can't sleep, it's just your fault, and that's always, people have always blamed me for not being able to sleep. Like it's the way that they tend to say it is, but you know, whose fault is it then? I'm like, well, it's nobody's fault. I just suffer from insomnia. I'm just not a very good. It's not something I'm very good at. I've never been very good at sleeping. But to be like treated like it's my fault is really sad. So having him do this means I don't have that curve on the edge. I don't know. It makes it easier for me, but definitely doesn't look as cool like that. Ooh, but these may have to curve anyway. So I watched a new anime yesterday, kind of a silly one. What's it called? So I'm a spider, so what? And it's basically about this chick reincarnating. What? There's a genre for that. I always forget its name. Like, oh, born in another world, anime. But this one that she's reincarnated as a little spider. And basically, she's just like leveling up and stuff in it. I won't obviously spoil it just because someone watches it. But it's fun, you know. I like just watching things that are fun a lot of the time. Like I can watch something, thoroughly enjoy it, and still rate it like 4 out of 10. Because just because it's fun doesn't mean it's good. It was just a hilarious watch. Know what I'm saying? I remember when I rated Deadpool 7 out of 10, and people were like, "So you didn't like it?" I was like, "No, I liked Deadpool, but you only give it 7 out of 10." I was like, "Yeah, that's a good score." Like, you have to like 7's terrible. That's like 5's average. But if 5's what I'd consider, oh yeah, you know, it's all right movie, then 7's pretty good. What's your guys' marking when it comes to like movies and stuff? Because for me, yeah, freaking. That was a pretty good score. 7 means I sat there and I was like, oh, that was pretty good. I hardly ever give anything 10. I think the only movie I can think of off the top of my head I'd ever give a 10 is Shawshank Redemption. I love that movie. It's so well narrated, it's so well written, it's so simple. It's a jail movie. I don't want to say much more elsewhere, but it's a prison movie. It's simple. It's got some really meaningful moments in it. It's got some really meaningful characters in it. It's just a really nice movie. And I'd probably give it a 10. Because it doesn't really do anything wrong in the movie. When it comes to anime, I hate, and this is like the opposite to what you expect from someone who likes anime. Usually anyway. I freaking hate Forrest Gump. Oh, what a great movie. Oh, I don't think I'd give that a 10 though. I think that'd be a 9 for me. I love Forrest Gump. But there's a lot of moments in it where I feel like it's not that it was not well written or anything, it's just not that entertaining to watch. And it's something I said about Joker. Joker was a very good movie. There's a lot of parts in it that I didn't think was very entertaining to watch. Because I know it's a masterpiece, and I freaking watched a movie called The Lobster, which is supposed to be like a masterpiece foreign movie. I think The Lobster was really well written. One second. The Lobster. Lobster was a freaking weird movie. 87% Lobster. I didn't enjoy that. That movie was like a 3 out of 10. Yeah, it got 87 on Rotten Tomatoes. What is it? Because not everyone agrees with each other, obviously. And I've always, like, just for me, just because the movie is well written, just because it's got a really good. What about Team America? I don't even know what that is. Just because the movie's well written, and just because it's I don't know, got a good premise, that doesn't make it entertaining to watch. I feel like you still have to be entertaining. I don't care how well you're written. Like, it's like Shakespeare. If you throw like some Shakespeare plays in front of me, I probably won't enjoy them at all, because some of them are very slight. I actually really like Shakespeare, so that might be untrue. I don't think I've ever watched or read a bit of Shakespeare that I didn't think was pretty good. You haven't watched Team America? I have not. But like, that doesn't mean it's going to be entertaining. I say in video games, a video game could be like the next big thing, best graphics seen in a very long time, and all this jargon. But then when a game, there's actually a really funny story. For those of you who know Luke, my friend who streams with me sometimes, we were in class, and oh my lord, that's an interesting shape of wood. We're in class, and he was trying to prove a point to somebody, I'm pretty sure. And he knows I play games, and I'm really into games, and he says to me, Steve, what is... And now he's expecting me to give him an answer that he wants. I do not give him the answer he wants. What's the most important thing in a video game? And I looked at him, and I was like, if you like silly, you'll give Team America a 10. Hey, just because it's silly doesn't mean I'll give it 8 out of 10. I can think a movie's great and silly and fun, but I'd still maybe give it like a low rating. But with that said, Team America, if you guys are saying it's good, might be really good. Yeah, and I walked over, and what should I say? He called me over. He said, "What's the most important thing in a video game?" And I looked at him, and I was just like, "The gameplay." And he was like, "What?" It's like, I mean, if it's a video game, the gameplay is the most important thing, right? Like, I wouldn't play a game that isn't fun to play. And he looked at me and he was just like, "Oh, I thought you was gonna say story like me." I was like, and I said, I was like, "Well, story is like, you know, kind of important, but it's not a make or break. It can have an awful story. Look at like most of the Call of Duties and stuff. It can have an awful story, but be an entertaining game. Look at Flappy Bird." No story in that. And that was like super popular. Yeah, I think that's a really weird one. If you think story is the most important thing in a game, that's so strange to me because it's a video game. If the most important thing in the video game you played was the story, are you sure it shouldn't have been a movie? Because if the main thing you like about a game is that its story was fantastic and nothing else, you don't praise anything else about the game, I feel like it would have been better as a movie. Right? Am I mad for saying that? That's just how I think when I think about that. So I think when I think about that. Just losing a car out tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see that and then I phased past it. I want to watch the Justice League movie because I watched the Justice League that was released. That wasn't obviously that cut. It's so weird to me that the studio was like, oh, you know, we'll release his cut. You know, I feel like it's kind of like embarrassing themselves, isn't it? I don't know. It's weird. Although then again, if people are going to rewatch the same movie that they didn't actually have to completely redo, and they can get a lot more money out of by just re-showing a different cut. I know it's a lot more to it. It's like got a lot more extra scenes, but still. Talking about story in games, and The Sims being played, it knows exactly. I love The Sims, man. I used to play The Sims so much as a kid. I've only ever really got into the very first Sims game. I had all the DLC. See, when I was younger, I never thought the DLC was all that bad. Now that I'm older, I would not have bought any of that DLC. You got like a couple extra outing locations. They were very cheap, admittedly, but... Guys, coffee's really hot. Oh, have you seen much to see Mega Cool, Matt? No, Megapixel. Sorry about that. Because I can give you a little wander around if you want. We're just doing floorboards at the moment. It's not exactly anything exciting. Which is exciting. Words are hard. Yeah, what would you guys consider a good score for a movie? Like, if I said to you guys, oh, you know, I give it a 7, would you think that was a bad score? Would you think I didn't enjoy it? Or would you guys be like, oh, you know, good score, you know, you clearly enjoyed that movie? I'm curious because, like I said, to me, zero, nothing will ever get a 0. That's literally me sitting there watching static noise. I don't think anything could reach that low grade. 1's very hard for me to give Psycho 1, even if it's trash. 2's pretty hard. And then when it gets to 3, I start getting into a zone where I can comfortably rate things. 3 to 7 is my comfort zone of rating a movie. And then if it's lower than 3, that means it was a special case of how bad it is. Same with above 7. That means it was a special case of how good it was. You made a box. Whoa, I saw some stuff not too long ago. You made a box. I made a box? I make a lot of boxes. What is this music? Oh, it's only 44 seconds long. Interesting. What's like a lot of wasted effort? Because like, what bothers me is I'm not doing it for the sides. I don't know if I should. Oh, pins and needles. Is that raised? Yeah, I think the reason I brought that up in the first place because I was gonna say the anime I'm watching at the moment, I wouldn't consider it like a fantastic anime, but it's very fun. I was enjoying it. The story seems to be developing in an interesting direction. And yeah, and it's basically just based on this chick who reincarnated as a spider and she's just killing things to level up. It's entertaining. Oh, then I was going to say, and I'm a weird anime guy because I hate... this anime is kind of heading in that direction with its side story. I hate with like one main male protagonist and then like 5 female characters. That's not me saying I hate female characters. That's me just saying throw some dudes in there, man. I want to see some bros having a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get so sad when it's just like, I guess you call it a harem. And I'm just like, nah, man, like. That's why I like something like JoJo, because it was just dudes. It was just like them doing their thing, having a good time. She likes to watch dudes. I do, mate. In anime, when it's just like freaking guys being chill and cool, I'm just like, yeah, like, that's my jam. Have you guys ever watched a slice of life anime? I could never get into something like that. And the reason I say, because people are like, why not? I'm like, well, if I was to watch like normal English telly and I was watching a TV show, I wouldn't watch a romance there either. I wouldn't watch an English slice of life. I wouldn't watch like, I guess stuff like EastEnders and stuff. I know it's not quite the same, but there's probably English alternatives like that are like anime slices of life because it's usually like school life. But yeah, I just couldn't watch that. Whether it was, like I'm saying, whether it's Japanese or English, like it's an anime or an English television show, it's just not my jam in the first place. It's like someone saying to me, "What? You wouldn't watch a Japanese rom-com?" I'm like, no, because I wouldn't watch that here either. Why would I watch it there? Why would I watch a Japanese show that's like that when I wouldn't watch it here? I remember when I was so I really like sitcoms. I'm a big sitcom guy. That's smug face. I'm a big sitcom guy. I love like Friends, Scrubs, How I Met Your Mother. That's the three I can think of at the top of my head. But good examples. Those shows are fantastic. It's just a fun time. I guess if there was a Japanese sitcom, I could watch that. You know what I'm saying, right? I'm not sounding like a weird guy here. Like, I don't understand why you'd watch something from essentially just one country and be fine with it. But, like, for example, I know a lot of people who like Slice of Life. If I was like, oh, here's an English Slice of Life TV show, they'd be like, nah, I only watch anime Slices of Life. I'd be like, isn't it the same thing? How do you rate The Office? Never actually seen it, but I love the gifts and everything, so I'd probably think that show is fantastic. Also, do you mean the UK or the English? Because I never see gifs of the English Office. I think that's like one example of a show. Now, I could be wrong here, and people will be like, no, the English one's better. But, so correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't the English one, or the American Office, supposed to just be way better in every way than the English Office? Because usually the Americans try to remake some of our shows, like freaking IT Crowd and stuff, and they come out so awful in betweeners. But Office is actually a case where they remade. I say remade. I don't think it's supposed to be the same show, right? It's just the same. Sort of theme. Different style of humor, I guess. Is the English one very sort of English humor then? I can't bother fix that side at the moment. Right, I'll show you around. So, we made a character. Got like just some random details on her to make it look a bit more interesting. Gloves. We got the ship and then we started building on the inside. Got a cannon. Go in here and then you got a whole interior. Let's actually get on our camera so I can see a bit wider, more FOV. Just Rick Andreas, if you like him, you should like it. Okay, I think the last show I watched of him was Afterlife. I don't really watch Ricky Gervais. In fact, I've probably watched 4, 5 things with him in it, movies / TV shows. In fact, I think I've only watched Afterlife as his TV show. I think I've seen maybe clips from his stand-ups, and then I've probably seen a couple of movies like Adventure of a Lie. And then maybe some other ones I can't remember that I've seen him in. But Afterlife was really good. That was a really good show. Really sad. I'd recommend that to anybody who likes a good, like... How do I explain this? A feely show. Like one that makes you sort of go, oh man, like... Adventure of Line was great. I wanna... You know what? I'll put some scrolls up on this shelf. Oh, Jesus. But, yeah, watch Afterlife, man. That's a great show. So sad. I liked that. I was going to say I loved that show, but I wouldn't go as far as to say I loved that show. I really liked that show. I sometimes will just go and watch something that I know is going to make me, like, not cry, because I don't really cry when I watch anything, but make me... feel emotional. Like I'll go watch clips from movies and stuff I knew was a very sad scene. I don't know why. I just like doing that sometimes. Is that weird? Like from Green Mile. Oh, I kind of want to show that scene. That scene's so good. From Green Mile. $5 minutes? No, I want like the... minute 23 seconds. That's probably what I'm looking for. This is so quiet. 1 second. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Wow. It's this quiet, even though I've got everything turned up. That's crazy. Funny character. He wasn't particularly a funny comedic character, but when a funny character, so like Scrubs is a great example when Dr. Cox loses his friend, like his friend dies to cancer. Answer? Yeah. And kind of has a meltdown that episode, but he's such a comedic character, and seeing him break down and seeing him get upset over something is just so strong for me in like a show. I think that's fantastic, watching a character show all those emotions that you essentially don't see before. I think that's really cool. Sometimes I will just go back and watch those scenes because I'm like, man, I want to watch, because I think it's really good acting. And like, the people I literally know people who don't like movies because they're sad, because the ending was sad or something. I'm like, you didn't like it, it made me cry. I'm like, you didn't like it because it made you cry. That's really good. If a movie makes you cry, that was probably a really good movie. Like, that's crazy to me that that's the reason someone won't like a movie. Oh yeah, I made a bag as well. I want to make a feather, but I've not had much luck doing it. We'll have another go. Oh god, it's two of her. I like sometimes you just can't make a certain shape. I don't know what it is, but sometimes you're just like, nope, it ain't working. So if we go feather, stylized, probably be a bit better. We just grab a feather that's kind of stylized. Oh, that's a decent one. I grab that, throw that in. We can actually have an outline in here. Turn that on. We'll just start outlining with this. Actually, what if I just do one side at a time and then fill in the other side? We'll just start going. In fact, I probably don't need a lot of this detail because I can probably subdivide it afterwards. Or do I have these all separate pieces? That'll work. That, and then obviously do like an extrude and then subdivide, and we'll have like separate pieces as it comes out. That should work. That'll look good. And the question is, should I try to make the flow match up? Get that flow. I think with that said, I can probably get rid of that. Like add one here and try to get like this. I don't know how important that would be though. It's fine, I'll just leave that for now. Because I'd need like a one in the middle that helps come down like this. Same here, I need that to go to like here. Let's go here. I don't think it'd be that important, so we'll get rid of it for now. And we'll just grab one of these and start making other bits. I have no idea if this is going to work. This is me kind of winging it. As I always do, you guys know that. What I do best. That annoys me. That would have matched up perfectly. Let me dissolve that. What's your guys' favourite sad movie? If you don't mind saying about, no, I don't want to tell you that. It's too emotional. Mine's probably Green Mile. I think so. There's another line in it when he says, what's going on here? He says, like, what am I supposed to tell God when I see him? And I tell him I killed one of his children or something like that. That's a well good scene. Because then he's like, you tell him you did a service. Because he's like, he wants to die. And I select that, thank you. That one was perfect. So, like, I could put one in here and have, like, a curve, like, make it a bit curvy-worthy as we get to the middle. Maybe I should be doing for all of them, but I can't. Ones like this, because the way I've made them. Do it for that. Because then when I go to pull it out, I can do like this and have it come out like that, which makes more sense. It takes so long to undo now because how big the scene is. At least I can export the scene. I got Maya Light. I can then export up to 250,000 polys of Maya Light. I know they obviously want to convince you to get full Maya, but the price difference is like insane. So it's like, oh, here's a limited amount of download, limited amount of export. Have fun. I'm like, thanks, Maya. This may not work at all. We're kind of winging it, and this could freaking blow up in my face, and I might just delete it. But hopefully this works. Yeah. Okay. Very fun, Blender. I clicked that like 3 times. Thank you. I probably should do a like. I'm gonna call it a stem. It's not really a stem, but you know what I mean. If I was doing a plant right now, it'd be a stem. But these should probably actually come in further, because when I do like the middle bit, it's probably I just want them overlapping on it. Like that. So when I do this, but for my freaking. I want to get good at Blender just so I don't have to rely on a piece of software that costs a lot of money. Honestly, it's a problem. Do not make enough. I've got barely make any money to facilitate spending that much on a piece of software every month. Whereas Blender's free, so I actually don't have to worry about any of that when I'm using this software. I mean, I've already paid for Substance for the year. I forgot I did that. I should really be using Substance more. It's just... There's no point using Substance if I don't have anything to use it with. I guess I could practice, but... make assets to throw in there, you know? I really want a 3D printer. And I really always want to 3D print a load of the scenes we make. I think that'd be so cool. Not scenes, just say assets from the scenes. If I 3D printed a freaking entire scene, that'd be insane. So with this, or with the stem, well, whatever you want to call it, I'd say this has to go slightly below and slightly above. Like this. And then these. That's kind of the cop-out way. Just makes it way easier for me. Do something like this. Like this. And then if we subdivide You should. Yeah, pretty much, but I just remembered you'd want to delete all of these interfaces so you don't get it smoothing there. Like this. We need to smooth the thing over as well. Yeah, that should work. Yeah. What the heck is happening here? What the hell is even that? Aurora Borealis? Aurora Borealis. This part of town, this part of country, whatever it says, completely localized in your kitchen. Yes. May I see it? No. What is... Oh, it's underneath the... Right. Am I hiding anything right now? No, that's fine. What? Hold on a minute. Why is that visible here, but then it disappears here? I'll delete that. Blender, please. Sorry. Damn it, Steve. Read the other messages. Oh, wait, what? Just look into my indie. I actually have. You gotta get like full Maya for the same price as what you pay for indie, which I should probably do. But I'm so confused with this. What is happening? I'm gonna set the whole thing and deselect all of this. Actually, if I were to delete the whole thing, that's just... Oh, it's still there. Oh, it's coming from that, you see. Right there. If it undoes enough. Is this? Why is there a phantom mesh? This is very annoying. Let me turn this down. That doesn't exist. What do you mean? What's going on? I'm so frustrated. I can't think of a way to get rid of it, because I just did that. Delete all vertices. Oh, my... Oh, right. I didn't realize that stuff hidden in here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I mean, I could look into indie. It's just at this point, I kind of just want to use Blender. I know how to use Maya enough that if someone did hire me, I could use the software. You know, I wouldn't be, oh no, I have to learn Maya because I already know how to use Maya. Because I'm just that good. But to be fair, learning Blender, a lot of places are, I wouldn't say converting to Blender, but a lot of places are looking into Blender more. Too thick. Undo takes so long. I think that's fine. It's got kind of thick edges, but I think that works for all I want to use it for. I've also got to do the other part. And weld. Weld? Oh, what is that to fix the issue I had earlier? I shouldn't mean merged by distance. Well, unless you do mean weld and I'm missing something. I wish Blender... Maya does it automatically, which I actually kind of don't like. I wish you didn't do it automatically, but... I kind of wish Blender had a way to select stuff behind other things, like this, without having to look, like, transparent. And I was like, oh, that's the point. But Maya, you can select behind things... In fact, Blender probably does have a way, and I'm just not aware of it. But yeah, Maya, you automatically select behind things, whether or not you can see through them. The reason I'd like it is because stuff like this, when I'm in here, I can't, like, look, you see that's, like, off the surface. When I'm like this, I can't see that's off the surface. It's very hard to see. Oops. Know what I'm saying? It's still slightly off the surface. You know what I'm saying, fam? Have you guys ever used, well, any English people in the chat ever used the word fam unironically? I like to think every time I've said it, it's been unironically, just because it's a funny sounding word. But we kind of started using it as our normal, what we just sort of say. Maybe I can't say that anymore. When I meet my mates, I'm like, right, fam. Like, still fam all the time. Hell yeah. Yes. Oh god. Did it start off like ironically though? Like you only started like me. You only started saying it because it was like a silly word, and then it just became just a part of what you say. When you're like, no, I love that word. I've been saying it for years. Oh. Let's isolate this and start making our other part. Wow, that's a really big bit here. I say that's a really big bit, the leaf, and I was like, no, that's not a leaf. Jesus. Big leaf. A big leaf, bigger. Big part of the feather. So we know we can kind of overlap it because when it gets smooth, it really subtracts it. Oh my god. See, like, if I really want to go fancy on this, I could basically get these bits as well. This is a very big piece. Maybe I will do it for this bit. And then basically just squish those bits in so you get like those divots. You get this pivot. This makes me want to delete this one. So that, yeah. The reason I've said it is because my sister made a WhatsApp group called Bam Chat. Nice, nice. Right, fam. I just like saying it. I saw my brother said the other day. So, you guys are English in chat, or from Scotland. Well, I guess Moderate's American, right? And you moved to Scotland. And then Mega Cool Man's German. But, I mean, like, there's not really... Oh, no, Wolf's gone. So there's not really Americans in chat. So my brother said the other day, and he's English, obviously, and he said, we were talking about... Australian accent, English accents, and my brother was like, "Yeah, I can totally understand why Americans get mixed up between an Australian and English accent." I was like, I didn't really say anything actually. It was more my mum saying, "Really?" But no, I have to agree. Really, like I feel like the accents are like we say stuff like "mate," both we say a lot of that, but I feel like we say enough different things that I would never say an Australian sounded English. So, out of curiosity, what do you guys think? Because I get people say that to me a lot when I stream, but I just think it's because they don't really understand the accents more than anything. And I'll get some Americans say to me, "Oh, are you Australian?" or "Oh, are you Scottish?" And I'm just like, "Scottish." I don't know why I put like a in that, but I'm like, no, I'm English. I don't hear much of an English accent myself. I don't. No, right, governor. Like I don't think I know anyone who says super stereotypical English stuff. I've known some people from. Apparently, Hackney's not Cockney. I thought it was. Apparently, is it Bow? Is Cockney where you see a lot of Cockney accents? But yeah, and they'll say, you know, I can't think of it. Do you guys know any Cockney slang? What have we got? Use your Uncle Ned, I've heard, which is use your head. My parents know so many because both of them are from London. Oops, got any slanger. Army and Navy is when you want some gravy. Pass me the Army and great Navy. Apple and pears. I've had that one before. I'll just run up the apple and pears and grab me my glasses. That was a weird one. My dad actually, one of the things he used to say. Actually, no, he said it recently, and I haven't heard him say it in years. And it's basic. Oh, I was getting confused there. Basically, you know, like you've got your neighbor, then you've got like the next door. So I usually just say, oh, 2 doors down, right? So let's say we knew our neighbors, which I don't, and I wanted something from 2 doors down. I'd say, oh, you know, I'd even say their name. Oh, go to Gerald's and grab some sugar off him. Or I'd say, oh, you know, pop 2 doors down and you know, ask him for some sugar. To the left side. My dad, however, he has been saying it again recently, which is the neighbor but one. So if you wanted something from 2 doors down, instead of saying 2 doors down, he'd say the neighbor but one. And if you wanted 3 doors down, he'd say the neighbor but 2. And I don't know if that keeps increasing or you just say, oh, 5 doors down after that. But yeah, like he said it again. He said it recently, and I was like, wow, I haven't heard you say that in so long. I was like, that's such a strange term. Maybe I should have been connecting like all of them, like at the bottoms coming up. Oh well, too late now. It's just a freaking like feather I'm gonna put on her desk. It's not even supposed to be that detailed. I kind of wanted it to look okay, but it's not supposed to be like a hero asset. Actually, I'll not do that yet because I'll get confused which is which. I always liked the old. My dad still comes out of them now. If my dad remembers, because he knows how much I like them. If my dad remembers, he's literally called me before to tell me an old saying or a rhyme, especially very old English ones. He'll contact me in some way, whether it's because in person or he'll call me and he'll tell me about them. Because I really like them. I think they're really cool. And one of my favorites is goes, one dark stormy night, 2 dead boys got up to fight. Actually, there's a little bit more at the start, but he never says the start. It's something like, God, I actually can't remember, but that's different from what I was saying. So it's one dark stormy night, 2 dead boys got up to fight. Back to back they faced each other, drew their swords and shot each other. The deaf policeman heard the noise and arrested those 2 dead boys. If you don't believe me that this lie is true, ask the blind man. He saw it too. And there's so many variations of that rhyme. Even just the ending, there's like, if you believe that his tale is tall, ask the blind man, he saw it all. But yeah, I love old little rhymes or just sort of. I feel like they've got a better name, but I can't think of what it is. My dad used to say ones that were like, it all ended the same way, because it ends in a certain rhyme, because instead of swearing, you say the end of this rhyme, and it's like, the only one that comes to mind is Robin Hood, running through the grass, Tommy Hood, shot him up. He asked no questions, tell no lies, ever seen a Chinaman doing up his flies? And there's loads my dad knows with them in it. I think to do this, I'd have to do. You know, I kind of want to do a stream where we just sit here and watch funny YouTube videos. That's like the least productive idea for a stream ever, but that'd be so fun. I need to make a playlist though, of just random videos. I also think with the viewership it's probably not worth doing, but I still think it could be fun. Although, can you do that on YouTube? I see people do it on Twitch all the time, but would I get like a ton of copyright strikes or using content from these other channels? Even though I'm technically reacting to them because I'll just have it as like top left. I'm reversed. I didn't even realize that. Top left. I feel like that'd be a big no-no. No. Yeah, I'm thinking you just want to... First of all, get rid of that now. Let tops and bottoms, bevel them, put one in between, and then just select the in-between one. And then basically just close this in. You'll get these lines. Yeah, I mean, works. Oh, right, I knew something was going wrong here. Did I not select the edge by accident? Yeah, I did, nice. Good job. Much thinner, I think, though. Then I should select the whole edge loop. Yeah. Yeah, that works pretty well, actually. Way better than I'm expecting. Probably should pinch it up here as well, like bring it in. Like that. Kind of wish I did that to all of them now. That looks very nice. I didn't have high hopes for it, but I was mistaken. Why have I made it so detailed, though? It's a freaking feather I'm going to put on her desk. Jesus Christ. It makes me wish I did it all days now. Oh my god, look at this huge gap here. Why is there a huge gap? Oh, because I missed the bottom of one of these bits. Right. Let's put that in. What'd you say? Because Terraria Go On says just made me think. What'd you say is your guys' favourite indie game? Oh yeah, I was about to say, I wonder what my answer is, but no, I know my answer. Oh, do I? Oh, that's actually a really hard answer the more I think about it, because I love indie games. I want you guys to tell me some first, though, before I make my decision. So no ignoring chat, come on. What's your favourite indie game? Tell me the goods. That's better. Kind of overlaps that one a little now, but I can always adjust that. I just need to fix here. I don't even know what's happening here now. Jesus. Oh. It's like an Engon now. It's like I'll join them up. There you go. Oh, it already overlaps. Perfect. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong bit. Let's see. That just seems to be pulled down just a tad. Just love that. Nice. Not a big fan of this. There you go. Okay. It works. It does indeed look like a feather. What can I say? The top look like. Yeah, the feeling it'd be like that. Let's put an edge loop in there. Ooh. Ooh. No. I said nay. We are but men. Rock. This is not the greatest song in the world. No, no. I can't sing that. Not stream. This is a tribute. Gonna remember the greatest. I can't help myself. It's such a good song. Now, this is a tribute. I'm trying to think if I do this like that, can I bevel this and get a decent result? Yeah? No? Kind of. Not really. Come on, guys. What's your favorite indie game? Tell me. I'll try this to model, thanks. This what? Oh. Someone commented on my backpack I made. And I'm assuming that's him saying he's going to try to model it. How dare he? It's my model. Can't do that. That's kind of cool. I've never had someone look at one of my models and go, I'm going to make that. That's actually really cool. How does that look? Better. Not brilliant, but better. Yeah, it's because it's connected to the wrong end. I need like here, don't I? Like this one. Would it look like any reference? Yeah, okay. So where I connected it there, I should probably have connected it. I do a connection here. Or here. Oh, hello. Or here. Screw it. We shouldn't be adding more details to this. This is supposed to be a very simple asset. What does it look like this? Yeah, I mean... just a feather I'm putting on my desk. It's supposed to be like a writing feather. Standard pivot point. Oh, you know what? I never actually did that. I didn't change it again, it's fine. Cool. And I just want it like this. Oh, that looks nice. So I went next to it. I don't want it laying on top like she was in the middle of writing and she's just like, bleh. Like, just freaking, I'm done. I think I want it next to it. Do you want it facing the ink or away from the ink? I mean, she'd dip it and then probably have placed it like this, so... something I could do is in like the middle click, thank you. In like the middle sections, like here, I could do like a little raise, give it some. That reminds me, make sure the face is facing the right way. There you go. Just give it a little bit more depth. It's good. Alright, the table's slanted. I was like, why is it like not quite lining up? Get a little bit thicker. Nice. I kind of want to make the center a little thicker. There you go. Nice. We have feather, boys. I think I was trying to make before and I kept failing. I mean, we have feather, but it's not quite leaning on the table correctly. There you go. I kind of want a pot of feathers, like she's freaking stripped a bird. Oh, you know what? Some stylized food. You know what? What about downstairs being like the mess hall? Like, sure, we can have this, but then we just have tables and food and stuff. That'd be really cool. Oh, I like that. Because I was going to have it as a huge storage room, and it could be both. It could be storage, and it could be like, when she has a party, not really a party, but you know what I mean. It could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 tables spread across, food on them and stuff, loads of tankers. Oh, I like that. I like that. I kind of want to mop in the corner. Ooh, ooh. I think I get too excited about these kind of things. You gotta be, right? You gotta be excited about these kind of things. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. God, they look so much better when you turn on the lighting. The fact that I can have like a rendered fly-through preview of Eevee is fantastic, so I can really see what it looks like. I need to do this map room, to be fair. I need to do so much. I liked how this turned out. Oh, I need to do this too. The framing work down here. I think the framing work turned out pretty good, to be honest. I'm really happy with that. The banister looks weird. I like it. I do. And it looks good down here, but I don't know if it looks too fancy for a bedroom. The more it sits there, the more I think it belongs, but I think that's just natural. The longer you have it in the scene, the more you kind of feel like it should be there, because you've just had it long. I like the hat that she probably never wears, because she's not... From, like I said before, my character's supposed to be like a tomboy character. Like, you know, I don't think she'd wear a hat like that. Maybe she would dress up sometimes. She does have a cupboard. Could, a wardrobe, sorry. She could have some fancy clothes in there. Whenever you guys have any ideas, by the way, for what I could put in the scene, just freaking throw them in chat. I'm coming to the end of my creativity here of what I could add in. I do want a mess hall though. That'd be freaking sick. And I like I said, I want to duplicate those feathers. Well, maybe we'll put it up here. I'll just put like a jar, and there's loads of those feathers in it, as if she's completely stripped her bird of all its feathers, just so she had some spare feathers for writing. Well, how long a feather lasts? You guys know? Pop it in the middle. Like a page. Yeah, I guess so. I think this scene is inspired a lot by because I watch anime. And I'm just thinking about all the times I've watched anime and they've gone to like this town or something with all this stuff in it. And I'm just thinking that she's just a hoarder. She's gone to like these towns you see in anime. And she's just basically like collecting up all the stuff. Is there a kitchen area? There's not. Do you think I should have one? Because my idea was she lands, gets food, stores the food in barrels and stuff, but not actually having a kitchen. Same with like a toilet. I don't really want to model a toilet. I think that'd be really... You don't really watch like a Studio Ghibli movie and there's like a... Actually, that's a lie. There are some Caesar toilets from what I remember, but you know what I mean. Or food storage. But that's just sort of what the barrels are. Like, she just chucks in loads of, like, stuff in those. And maybe in some of the chests. Yeah, that's like a fat vase. How high poly is this? 1,000, is that after? Wow, that's before the subdivide? Oh my god. What is it with the subdivide? 7,000. Oh my god. I should probably only be smoothing it once, but I just want it to look nice. Honestly, I could do a low poly for it, to be fair, and bake down a lot of that detail, especially this like line detail in here. Out of the way, chain. I was gonna say nobody likes you, but everyone freaking loves chains. Smaller, taller. No, just smaller. Then we'll just throw a couple of these in there. Oh my god. Please, thank you. Please and thank you. Always say your please and thank yous, guys. You guys ever left somewhere and you've got to say thank you or please and you're like, man, I must have sounded really rude. There you go. Find this together. Because I want to basically start just grabbing them and moving them a little bit, just to have a bit of a different shape. Grab it by this point. There you go. I should probably scale some to not be the same height as well. Oh, ooh, right. Right, I combined them all. That's going to be a little bit harder to do. Final. Oh, that's going to be much harder to do. If I grab it like this, then connect it only. Well, next that only grab the top. Oh well. Cool, some stuff up there. So what are we thinking for food storage then? Because like I said, I'm really into having like a mess hall now. Mess hall. Yeah. Tavern stylized. That'd be a really good reference for me. See, not those kind of tables. So we're looking at stuff like this. But I don't want this fancy. I just literally want it like it's a hall with basically these. Oh yeah, like a cloth on it and stuff. Candle. Yes. Let's put this in pure rep. So pure rep is a great software for those of you who don't know. Basically, you open it up, it just looks like a blank window, and then you click on stuff. Like, I don't really want that one, but then you just drag it in. And if they're not fitting the right scales, because I like things being relatively the same size, you start just scaling them up. And you can just throw whatever you want in here. It expands to wherever you want it. Oh, it doesn't reduce that size, I never knew that. I don't want that one, though. Wow, that's cool. Very low poly. That's decent reference, but not quite what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, little stools. That's a good idea. Hello, new people. There's 30 viewers at the moment. How is it going? We're trying to... I want to make like a mess hall in here. Oh yeah, and you could be like, right, I'm leaving. You just freaking whoop. Probably needs like a ladder there then, right? In the middle of the mess hall. I feel like that makes sense, but there's not really a ledge for it to stick on. Maybe I'll make like a little ledge here. This is probably the perfect size actually because of where it's placed. Wow, it is not the perfect size. Jesus. Huh. Interesting. So we'll bring these down a tad. Let's isolate that quick. Okay. Bring these down a tad. Delete this one. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Where am I? Oh, okay. Pop it there. Now that's probably the right scale because I'm probably going to tilt it a little bit. Actually, no, I kind of do want it almost straight up now that I think about it. It takes up less room. So let's grab these. Grab these. Go to the side, pull them down a little bit more. Put a little bit more. Something like that. And then I just need like a beam that goes across here so it actually has something to sit on. Put a barrel behind it. That's a good idea as well. I kind of want the beam, but barrel as well. 100%. Barrel or crate. You need to obviously do better crates. But the barrels are pretty decent. Like, I have no issue with how my barrels turned out. Oh my god, these barrels are huge. Hold on a minute. How big are they compared to her? Actually, that's probably about what I'm looking for, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It just looked really huge when I brought it downstairs. Maybe it's just... Maybe the crates are tiny. That's good. Oh, yeah, that's really good. I like that. And then we have, like... Which way do we want to take? Was this way, or this way? Don't know why I sound like this now. Oh, God, what is this music? I like it, but it's not quite fitting. Now this is fitting. Oh, you know what my brother pointed out that I should add to the scene, which he's totally right. Even though it'd be completely against safety. But, yeah, then we probably just want, like, some bendiness to this. Yeah, and then the technique I invented of adding slits in your wood. Oh, I didn't bevel the corners. That won't work unless you bevel first. You'll get these weird results. Oh my god, how much did I undo? There you go. Bevel first. Just one bevel? Yeah, good. Wow, that's a thick bevel. I didn't realize it even looked that thick. Get them on, Blender. You can undo, thank you. One big table on a weird form. Like an L-shaped table, it's like. That's also a good idea. There's not a single bad idea said yet. But I think I may need some sort of reference for that. I don't really know what that would look like. I should be doing this like a load of the floorboards as well, but oh my god, would that take a lot of time. Honestly, I kind of want this to be a really much more obvious slit in it, because you're going to be quite far away from this one. And then I just need to select you. There you go. And do that. There you go. Works quite well. Just do automatic thingy. I like putting edges to the side of it though, because then if I want to add edge loops in, I can, without this hindering me. And if I want to get rid of this, I could just do that, delete, and then fill these in. So it's nice doing it that way. Same here, but probably shouldn't be too much of an issue just because we've got a lot of information. So if I wanted to like put a slit right here in the middle. Maybe I'll do a video on how to make these quick like bits, because I think this looks quite nice. I do want to clarify, I didn't make up doing this. Moderate. I was like, oh, that's a good way to do slits. I was like, oh, yeah, it is a good way to do slits. Can I? Thank you. Please, thank you. Oh, that's interesting. Like curving. It's like you know what? What if we just make this one like that? Yeah, that's better. All right, I need to do like a lot more in here as well, but cool. So we've got the ladder there. Then obviously this can go wide open, and then you climb up, and get out. It's the most functional thing I've ever made in 3D. You can actually go through all the doors and everything. Like every window isn't filled in. You can like actually holes everywhere. There's entrances here. Ah, right. I wanted to make something here. Like a built-in ladder or something that comes up to here. And you step on that, climb over to there. And then there needs to be something here for it to climb up. Because I want it to somehow get up to here, right? Someone recommended putting something up here. What was it? Oh, a crow. An owl. Oh, God. An animated owl at the top would be so nice. Just like not doing much. Just like maybe a slight look and then a slight of his wings. Just like a... And then obviously blinking. Just to give some movement. Because obviously, I want to try to get these moving when I'm got them in the main scene. Just like a slight... not a lot of movement, but yeah, a little bit there. I obviously want that to be moving. If we have an out here, that'd be cool. Then when we get to here, there'll probably be very little movement. Like, I could have like a barrel somewhere that's just sort of sliding left and right. But yeah, there's most of the movements where your attention would be drawn, which is not necessarily a good thing, is like here. You won't be looking here, or maybe having that slightly turn left and right, like as it goes. Just some movement, because that's what's really going to bring it alive when we're looking from a distance. We want loads of movement. I don't know if maybe, so if you're in the camera, maybe you have a slight sway left and right and up and down. Like really, really slight, or if we want it to be perfectly in the middle and having everything move. Lots of decisions. Lots of decisions. Map room definitely needs something. I need lanterns and stuff in it, but do I want them hanging here? I might use the lanterns I used in my old team, especially if we will end up with doing the same style. That's good though. Yeah, my brother recommended putting like nails everywhere, and I was like, that's a really good idea. Not everywhere obviously, but oh, that's a freaking huge nail, but that's kind of the point. Maybe a little bit smaller, but yeah. So like at the end of some of the wood, we can... This wood definitely needs some sort of tiling texture though, because I'm not manually texturing all this wood. But yeah, just some nails to really help bring out this area. Any problem with this making this? Because like I've arrayed it, so if I texture it, I might have to re-array it to have the texture thrown on all of them. So I've made it all 3D now, but I may have to basically redo this, which is fine and kind of to be expected, but because I just want to see this, like especially for you guys to see it, to see how this is coming along, and I don't want to leave things blank because I say in the future, oh, you know, that'll be this. Like, that's not a lot to show you guys, right? I can't be like, oh, that's going to be this, so don't worry about it, guys. Like, well, they don't, like, you guys aren't going to see that. Like, you don't know if that's even going to be true. Yeah, just some nails sticking out some areas. Right, very small detail, but... Now, I still want something here that's supposed to be holding up the ship. I'm still not against the idea my mate had, which was, he sent me some pictures, but essentially, what would be a good shape to do this with? Probably just one of these. Oh, that was fine. I just need to bring it up a bit. There you go. So, something my mate showed me was basically some of these flying things. That's a little... I want to bevel on it first. Bevel it first. That's what it looks like with a bevel on it first. I mean, that looks fine. I kind of like that. So, what my mate showed me was like... Basically, the rocks... From what I remember, was like pushing up against it. Basically, that rock was a floating rock that sort of pushes upwards. So they chained that down in there, like whatever this is called down here, and it kind of looks like it's keeping it up because it's pushing up the ship. I was like, that's a really good idea, and it's definitely one that I'm not completely siding with right now, but I have an idea of what I'd want it to look like, right? I actually kind of like that shape. Hide you for now. What they can stop, and then I'd like. Shit, if we isolate that, I'd then. Oh, actually, no. What's my chains? So I'd wrap chains around it, and then link those chains to parts at the side, like 4 corners, just linking to things on the wall. I think that'd be really cool. I think. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good idea? Bring this out, throw this over here. And then we'll scale this up to the size of the chain link so I don't have to change anything. Probably a bit bigger than that. There you go. Whoops, that's... I want to have some nice lighting while I do this. That's the best part. We'll be streaming at least till 8:15 because I just I was late. I'll admit it. I was late. Starting point maybe on top because you won't see it, so I don't have to worry about it. What do I want to do? I just want to wrap it and chain the corners. What do I want to do? Like one wrap, like 4 wraps and change corners. That's not a bad idea. We want like a little bit of movage on it, just to offset it and make it like a little bit more unique. Let's pop this over to fit the actual shape. Or can I just... Perfect. Well, kind of goes in the rock right now, so we need to fix that. Pretty cool. No, you're pretty cool. Hey, Spawn. How is it going, my fam-a-lam? What do you think to this idea, Game Spawn Chris? Do you think having a rock... So my mate recommended it first. Having a floating rock, so you know, like, see these floating islands and stuff. Basically, so this person, or whoever made the ship, broke a part of those off, one of the floating rocks, put it underneath here, and I want it to be sitting up against the ceiling, and that's what's giving the ship its lift. Think that's a good idea? And then right over here, we're just gonna have like a mess hall. God, I hate the camera FOV. I don't know if you can change it on the default one. I don't really want to because I've been working at the same FOV for so long. But yeah, I love this bag. It didn't even take me that long to make. Well, I have to go. See you guys in Discord. See you, man. See you, man. I don't want to move this part, so instead we'll move the whole thing. Moving to like the spawn point of the chain always comes a little, like, always looks a little bit wrong. So we should have made this like flat. So that's my bad. I kind of want to redo it to match it a bit better now. Well, I obviously have to redo it because it's not going to match. Wow, that's really wanting to curve, isn't it? Not want to manually curve it though. Let's redo up to here. Yeah. We're coming out a tad here, so I've got more room to work with. Wow, that's curved way more than I thought it was. Is this a personal project? It is. That's very creative. So yes, I do think it's a good idea. This is a personal project, like all my projects that I make on stream. Actually, that's a lie. I did do some commission work not too long ago because they told me I could stream it. So I was like, yeah, go for it. So let's try to get this close enough to connect. There we go. Pull this. Pull this. Pull this over. Pull this. Pull this back and pull this. Pull this over. No. Pull this way. That way it looks more straight. Yes. That's what I'm looking for. Why is... Oh, G. Sorry, not R. Cool. So it gets a little tighter down here to look a bit nicer. Make sure it's not overlapping here. It is a little bit, but we could just move that. There. Cool. Make a duplicate for over here. And then essentially just rescale it to fit snug. Maybe I want to get rid of that one. I'll pull this out till it reaches it. Wow. I don't want to pull out that far. Oh, it's close. Oh, it's so close to connecting. Right, we'll adjust it first because it's got to get longer and shorter in certain areas. Also, all my projects, I try to end all my projects, should I say, in... Perfect. Yeah, in Unreal Engine. Actually, I say perfect, but I kind of want some more movement going on here. Less movement here, Jesus. Very close, but not quite. I could manually move that. Don't really want to though. Pull this maybe a tad. There you go. Pull this down. Give it a little bit more pull. Whoops. Freaking drag that so far. Close. It's just not tight enough now. Like it looks like it's just floating off the object. I could always scale it afterwards. That's not actually a big deal, but And I could always add my own chain link at the end. I don't actually have to have it matching. It's just nice if it does, you know what I mean? Maybe we'll have one pulled here. That. Oh, very big pull though. How long have you been 3D modeling? That's a big question. Properly 3D properly 3D modeling, if we're talking after university, for 5 years. If we're including university time, 8 years. If we're including when I very first started, like when I was a kid, because I started when I was 13, and I'm 26 now. So 13 years, but I wouldn't use that as a point of reference of how long it took me to get this good, because when I was that age, I wasn't really doing much. I wasn't learning a lot. I was just opening Blender sometimes. I remember being really excited because I made... I wonder if I can replicate it. It was something like... To be fair, my modeling workflow now is probably going to be better than what it even looked like. But it was something like this. I remember because my twin brother freaking... somehow deleted the file on my PC. I don't know how he did it. He pressed like a button and it just vanished. I was like, how the hell? I'd worked ages on it and it randomly got deleted. And I was like, how did you do that? I spent so long on this and I just deleted my entire project. And I remember this taking me ages to make. You'll see what it is in a minute. I actually think a lot of what I've got better at over the years isn't necessarily modeling. It's just, well, one, workflow, and two, just how to implement it in games engines and stuff like Unreal. That's a big part of it. Yeah, it's like that. Hey-oh, I made one of those. Oh, what, a desk? Hey, Heather. Oh, why did I think you said hey-oh? You said, oh, hey. I feel like free draws looks better. I feel like... Nah, I was gonna say there's gotta be... No, there's usually a gap at the bottom. There you go. There you go. Well, I gave them the thinnest. Whatever. We're not here to make this perfect, we're just making it because I want to try to replicate what I made when I was younger. Something like that. The whole thing. A bevel on it. Oops. Pull them back. What's this? What for little handles? Look at your little handle. It's the first thing I made in modeling. Ah! Oh, modeling one of my, so I was like, why not? Let's just repeat the process. It's the first thing I ever modeled. That I can record. First thing I was ever proud of modeling was actually, if you obviously look at my my channel picture, it's the Earth. That was the first thing I ever rendered that I was proud of. Did I make a keyboard? Maybe I made a keyboard back in the day. I think I made like a tower. Like I said, it's been so long. I don't have any images of it. I did not make a chair. I definitely do remember that. You get a tower. A monitor of some sort. Wrong way. I wanted it this way. Probably looks like that as well. In fact, I probably modeled it back then like this. Which is a terrible way to model this. Do not model this way. Separate your assets out the same way that they'd be separated out in real life. In real life, your back will not be connected usually. Anyway, it'll be. It could be welded or something, but it'll usually be a separate thing. I probably didn't even know about subdividing back then, actually, so I probably just actually had it looking like this. Maybe something like this. God, it looks weird having one monitor on a desk. I probably had a keyboard that was probably just something like this. With some, like, keys just freaking thrown over the top of it. I did a whole shebang. A fancy desk monitor, keyboard, mouse, chair, tower, and a globe. Yeah, you know, I too have a globe on my desk. That's a like huge keyboard. Look at the size of the keyboard to the monitor. Then again, this keyboard's like kind of big. I probably did something like this for the monitor. I can't imagine I did much different. And then yeah, that was pretty much probably what that was like my first, give or take. It probably doesn't look exactly like it. That was pretty much my first ever 3D model or setup, I guess. I guess the first 3D model would have been a desk. Yeah, and then I did a render on it. Put wood and everything on it. I remember that. Can we post links or no? It doesn't let you. I actually have no idea how to enable it. You can go into the Discord and post a link, but I don't know how to enable it on here. Edit video. Oh, actually, no. Let's go into my... I like how it's not even giving me my thingy. There. I need to change the thumbnail. No, I don't see anything about enabling links. Live chat? Nope. Oh, I did turn my ads on. Oh no. No, I see nothing about allowing links. Allow embedded. And that's other things. No. Paid promotion? God, I wish. God, getting sponsored would be freaking cool. That would be something I never would have expected for, like, doing a tutorial channel. Maybe we'll only have one in the middle. Yeah, oh, God. No, I don't want to... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want to scale it. I want to move it to be bigger. Okay, this music's a little too much for me. God damn. Makes it be the gif of a well. That's really weird. Over the top. I think it's having it pass through. You're not going to notice it anyway. That'd be fine. Does that connect up here? Oh no. Let's say there's no way that connects up perfectly here. That'd be sick if it did. Then we've got to try and pull some of these out to fit that. There you go. Nice. See now... Okay, now I'm going to make a duplicate of this so I can have a backup. So I want to take that, and we want to with mesh. That didn't work at all. I want to enable. that should be what converted to mesh does as well. Yeah. Now the curves. Oh, they're parent, don't they? Clear parent. Nope. That ain't clear parent. Oh. Oh, wrong thing. And I need to click that one anyway. Now, I can get rid of the curves. Nice. Okay. They're quite high poly. Oh, actually, they're not as bad as I thought. I mean, they're still 9,000 each, but actually, be less than that because this one will have more. Not too bad, not too bad. Yo. Alright. Like a second duplicate of that. I like keeping backups all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. It's. I would say it's a problem, but maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's good. I kind of still want that because that's like the bottom of this where that cuts off. But maybe. Oh, then it goes through here too, which means I technically wouldn't need that anymore. So maybe. Okay, I dropped it in the public chat on Discord. My OG desk, not the Blender one. It's real generic, like. Huh. I like it. Oh yeah, a globe. Okay, let me open original. I can open original. Okay. That's amazing. Oh my god, you really went for the optimization as well. Look at that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just too lazy to do that. Oh, look, the computer. Oh, it's just like sat in here. Then I see the wires would come through the back. That is so low poly. Oh my god. Yeah, so maybe, just maybe, we'll get rid of that. I have backup versions of this, so if I actually want this to come back, I could always do that. Oh. We'll delete those faces, we just freaking pull these together. So, make them kiss. Oh wait, get rid of the cube thing in the middle. This, and then we just go merge distance, that should connect all of them. And then we can delete the edge loop. Yay! Alright. Let me combine these together. There we go. So it's easier for me to move. So I want it to be kind of big, obviously. But it needs to somehow... Okay, so maybe long ways. Probably just want to sit where the chains are, like that, and then maybe I only chain two edges, so I have like a chain go like this, and then like a hook on the wall. That's a good idea. Still don't know what I'm going to do about this. I don't know if I should have just, because like we've obviously got it coming out here, but I still don't know if I should have just on the interior had it connect up to like the ceiling. Know what I mean? Like not have it come inwards. It does give me like a side, but I don't know, and it helps break up the shape. Yeah, it was game modeling, so optimize was part of the assessment. Yeah, I can imagine. That's I assumed that was what was going on. Sounds like I'm being really like thinking about that. Compass. I assumed that was going on. I mean, I am a 3D artist. think I wouldn't know. I kind of want these chains to be a little smaller. Only a tad though. Chain links, should I say? Yes, a tiny bit smaller. Nice. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the normal array. I'm going to go fit length. Not fit length. We're going to go fit count. Cool. I'm going to pull this back all the way to the wall where we'd want the hook. I'm somewhat of a 3D model. I'm somewhat of a 3D modeler myself. 3D artist myself. Can we hook it to the ceiling? I mean, it'll essentially just look like that. Yeah, we could probably just use the chain link as our hook. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea. We want it to just about there. And then we want to, oh, maybe one more. Yeah. Then we want to try our best. Wow, that is completely off. Let me move the entire curve. So I've kind of moved, I've kind of like gone in a diagonal, so we'll actually move it back a little bit. There you go. Oh, it's dangle, dingle dangle. And then we want to connect it to 1. So I could always scale it up actually to do that. I actually want to connect it with that one. So I'm going to have to delete the end one, which is fine. Probably just like that. Cool, and then if we want it a tad tighter, I'll just do that, make it shift. Okay, there. Cool. Just like that. Make a duplicate. Put it opposite side of the ship. No, I don't like that. I need it to dangle more over here, right? Or maybe I need it to go to one of the higher ones. Yeah, maybe more like that. And then connect up to one of these ones, which means I'll add one more. There you go. Right there. I mean, my character would obviously, like, hit her head, but we just need to duck underneath it. I mean, it's literally the part of the boat that's keeping it afloat in the air. So I feel like, you know, she wouldn't mind having stuck underneath there. How tall is she down here? No, this way. Let's see how tall you are compared to that. Would you hit your head? Oh, well, actually, and she's supposed to be kind of short, maybe 5 foot, but she can walk underneath that fine. So only like when there's a really tall bottom of the boat, there need to be like 2 of her. Again, she's only like 5 foot, so that's probably about right. And that means it's like what, 9 foot tall? Yeah. It is supposed to be big down there, so that makes sense. I need to think of like rafters and stuff down here as well. Or something, at least beams. There's a lot to think about. And I should be thinking about off stream, I've just been lazy. Being lazy is fun. I think it's because I know I have a stream schedule right now, so I'm like, I'll just sort it out when I stream. Whereas before, I was basically, anytime I didn't know how I wanted to do something, I would just basically do it off stream. But now I'm trying my best to keep as much as I can on stream. That is... Oh, I'm not as far into the wall I thought I was. That's got to be like here. Okay, so that means I'm just going to pull that down a tad. There you go. I want this more over... That's actually a nicer shape. And I just want it to hook in like that. I don't want to scale up a tad more, just to slightly set it in. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Let's get rid of the one I just made over here. Oops. Oh, I think it's clever that Blender knows. Like, I duplicated that, which gives it different names, but it still knows it wants to connect to this curve, and it's not trying to get the mesh to connect to the curve I duplicated it from. I don't know, maybe that isn't clever, but I don't know, that just feels clever to me. Coolio. Now I'll just apply all of that. Apply all of that. Delete the curves. I could have actually made like a little small one here, just connected up here. I mean, I still can. Hold on a minute. Oh. So it disappeared. There you go. I might do a tutorial on that. Just a very quick, like, minute tutorial on clear and keep transformations. Because if you don't do that, it's going to fling off somewhere else where its original point would have been. If there's anything you guys want to know, by the way, recommend a tutorial, whether it's in my Discord chat or it's here. Recommend it. That way I know you guys want to see it, and it's easier. It just means I know, you know. No, you know. This is gonna be so annoying because I've made all these chains, but I've not UV mapped them. Because I'd want to UV map one chain and then have that texture for all of them. I'll probably find a way to do it without having to redo everything. One really cool thing I could do, which probably would have... It'd be very awkward to do, but basically... In Engine, like when I'm in UE4, having this sort of go like this. Know what I mean? Just a slight movement, but I feel like I'd have to do something here. I mean, it might just be putting. Oh yeah, I could just put bones in it. Just put some bones in it, and then basically. Oh, that would work so easily. Because then you just make it go like this, like go down, go up. Oh, that would look really cool. That's a really good idea. I want to Blender users to make a video game. Use of Engons, reform the community, bring balance, dignity. Whole game made of Engons. See, I need to think about how thick is this door frame. I need to make a better door frame too, but now we just got thick boy door frame. But we need to do something like this on this side. Ooh. That's inverted. The structure is that inverted? Wait, join them all. There you go. Invert on the y-axis, minus, pull it through. Nice, and then we need to obviously make it match. Oh, this room's actually slightly a bit taller than this room. Very interesting. Wait, can you see that? No, you can't. Cool. Let's you. Okay. Pull you to here. Select you. Pull you to here. Wake me up. Wake me up inside. I don't know why that came into my head. Did you make all these assets in Blender, or did you use something else like ZBrush? No, everything you see right now, I will probably be using ZBrush to give them more detail. Well, for a high poly, then I'll put it down. But everything you see here was made in Blender. If you actually go back, my channel has all the videos. I think I've made this entire project on YouTube VODs. Well, they'll be on YouTube VODs. I could be wrong, so I'm just checking. So what, 1 month ago I started. Looks me. Well, that's my tank. Yeah, like literally me starting modeling it. Wow, this is really loading fast. Yeah. So if you do want to see the process, you you know, if you're not interested in watching the whole stream, I understand. It's a lot of hours now. It's probably like, what? This is the 80th episode. If the 2 hours each on average, it's 36 hours. So, yeah, if you just want to, like, skip through them to see the progress and what I may have did for certain bits. Because obviously if you skip through and see something's being done, you can then skip back and see, oh, when did he make that? Oh yeah, so there's stuff in here. I want to have this room really cluttered. I think this design I don't want upstairs. I don't think I want that in here. I don't think so. But downstairs, I think I do really want it. It's got like that lower... God, where am I? It's got like that lower deck vibe. I said deck. For anyone who's good, like, oi, way. I don't mind if they're not fully equally spaced. Because it's... Again, I've said it before. It adds to some of the uniqueness. It helps break it up. I might want to do framing. Huh. I might want to do framing around these walls as well, like I've done in the other room. Oh. I fit another one in there without looking weird. Shit. That poking through anywhere? No, we're good, good. I poke through here, but that doesn't really matter here. Yo. See, oh, you see that? Like, I've got framework, which I think I'm going to want to replicate for this side, I think. Wow, that's not got the center point where I thought it was. The only obviously difference, I need to make this fit this shape instead, which means I'll get rid of all of this. Honestly, actually, let me delete that. Delete it actually colliding with the wall. Alright, it's mirrored, of course. Can I thank you. Can I grab this and then pull that there? Up here. I'll watch them. I am interested in your process. I currently go to school for game design and I feel like watching them would be useful, especially since I started to switch from 3ds Max to Blender. Ooh, well, I swapped from Maya to Blender. So yeah, you'll see me learning how to use Blender on the way, because it's a lot of stuff. I used Blender when I was very young, but there's a lot of stuff I didn't know how to do or didn't remember how to do. So you'll see me do that as well. Hey, if you would about to learn 3D modeling, where would you begin? Ooh. So, God, I've modeled this so many times. When you actually want to, so depends on the process you want. If you're just looking to 3D model, you want to just start off with something basic that tests different workflows. So do not start off your 3D modeling by going, oh, let's model a gun. No, bad. Because when you look at tutorial on how to model a gun, modeling a gun, some of them are good, but a lot of the time they'll literally just show you specifically how to model that gun. How does it look at the end? Oh, what? Wait, his thumbnail made it look like it was going to turn out really good. Oh, part 1. Wait, is there even a part 2? It's got a lot of subscribers. Either way, so do not do that. Do not specifically look for one asset and try to make that. Sure, you can learn stuff, and I'd say maybe do that a little bit after practicing, but a lot of the time you'll know how to make that one item, and that's it, and that's not what you want. What I would recommend is first start off with just basic workflows. So go for some simple assets, like I always start off with like a monitor when I'm trying to show people how to 3D model. The reason I start off with a monitor is because already you look at two different ways of modeling. So with I actually modeled a monitor just a second ago. So a monitor is really, it breaks down some of the core components of what's important with 3D modeling. Now, if I wanted to make the indent where the screen is now, right, I could insert an edge loop like this by pushing Control R, scale this across, grab the middle, set off that, then extrude that in. And that gets the shape we're looking for. However, is that the best thing I could have done? If I want to smooth edges now, sure, I could do that. Let these edges, you know, I could bevel those. Right. But what if I didn't want that? What if I wanted, I forgot that I'm in like a big project, so it's going to take a long time to undo. Like, you can either do the edge loop way, or you can set the face and then bring that face in instead and extrude that in. The reason this could be more beneficial is because if I set these edges now and bevel those, we get all of it smoothing. See that? And now we have this huge face at the back we can work with instead of having those lines in it. So now I can do whatever I want back here. This is an Engon, so usually you would fix that by bridging it or something. But you probably, if you're just starting out, you probably don't need to care what an Engon is. An Engon basically is any shape that is more than 4 sides, which you don't usually want because they mess up in your baking.
We will, however, put that savings towards a new interview suit.
It's so long to undo at the moment, so I'm going to bring that face back. Now, another reason why I like showing off a monitor first is because when you think about the monitor, you think about the stand at the back. When you think about the stand at the back, you're like, oh, you know, I'll extrude this in and I'll pull this out, and I'll make a stand like that, and I'll pull this down and I'll do this and this. I'm like, whoa, oh, now I want this stand to be like smoothed over. I'm going to subdivide it. Oh no. The stand looks how I want. Well, not quite, but the stand looks how I want, but the monitor's messed up now. Never model something, almost never. Some people would heavily disagree with this, but for me, almost never model something and keep it all as one asset. If in real life, so a cut, for example, you could get away with, because all of this is, I don't know how well you can see this where I'm on camera right now. There you go. All of this is one asset, right? It's all, they would have got this handle, put it on, nailed it on or something. I don't really know how they make it, but something like that. If it was glass, they would do that with like glass blowing. However, you go, if we look at something like this, oh god, let's undo what I'm doing here. There you go. Got something like this. If we look at this, this is divided up into a lot of components. You got this front bit here. Now, you would keep all these little teeth one mesh, right? But as soon as you reach here, in real life, it starts separating. You've got this pin here. You could actually have this pin here as a separate thing. These arms as a separate mesh. This little dingly bit at the bottom as a separate mesh. And then even the little bits in it, like these bits, you can have as a separate mesh. I did these things. Yeah, it's really important to separate out your meshes. So important. Because you can do it by keeping them the same, but then when you want to smooth it, when you want to do something to it, it messes up the rest of it. It makes it really hard to work with, especially when you want to UV map it. It makes it really hard to work with. So, for example now, if I did want to back to this, I would put in another mesh. UV's in Blender. I still don't know how to UV map in Blender. I literally will probably just move this scene over to Maya and UV map in there because Maya's got some really strong UV mapping tools. And then like, I'll just do something like this. I don't know what back we want, so let's just do something like this. Very basic. But I don't know why people don't tell beginners this more. Because to me, it's super important to know this stuff. Then look, when I smooth this now, boom. We don't have to worry about the rest of the monitor getting messed up. And then I could just start putting edge loops in. And just start getting the shape we're actually looking for, you know what I mean? Okay, I guess you could do something like this. And even here, right, so I was literally just about to do this and extrude this out. Then do something like this, right? Now, in real life, that's probably not even how that would work. In real life, I need to stop making stuff because in this scene, because freaking it's so... How many pulleys we got? We've got like 2 million pulleys. This scene's getting so slow. Yeah, in real life, if they did have like some sort of connector here, so I like duplicate your meshes and reuse them is a very important tip as well. It saves you a lot of time. So now, instead of getting a shape in, I'll just make what I want here. Delete the rest of... Okay, not quite what I want to do, but fine, it works. Delete the rest of it out, and now I have this separate shape that I can work with. And when I come into here, I now have this completely separate shape that's... Uh-oh. Selected everything and push tab. Thank you for that tip. That was a constant question for me. But yeah, look, now I have this constant shape that I can work with. If I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't want this anymore. Or, you know what? I want this to look different. I want this to look like this, and then this, and it comes into like a square piece instead. See what I mean? Your workflow just becomes a lot more flexible when you think about how things are made in real life. Because I'm not even trying to tell you guys like, oh, make it like it's not made in real life. This is how it was made in real life. In real life, they would have separated these pieces out and made it. Nothing's made as one solid piece in real life. Like, I think another good example is a fire extinguisher. Because a fire extinguisher has welded parts. Not a fire extinguisher, a fire hydrant, sorry. Lots of people model 3D fire hydrants. Right, so like this is an example of not what I'm trying to tell you to. This is good. If you can get away with doing this, like he's merged it all together, that's fine. It works, that's fine. However, oh, that looks nice. Think how much easier it would have been. I wonder if someone's got one. That's good as well. Has no one got an example? See, these are all combined. There's got to be an example of someone not combining them. I want to show you how much easier it would be to model it. You get here. Wow. I like how the only example of it not being combined is a really low poly one. But you know what I mean? Like, he just intersects it. Because it's just a million times easier. And in real life, they would have probably done something like that. They would have just welded those pieces on. They would have made the hole and welded those pieces on and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just important to figure out where's best... Damn it, I thought that was one. Where's best to have it as one mesh, or where's best to actually have it, like, welded? Separate pieces. Thank you very much for your time explaining it. You're welcome. I think this stuff's really important. I don't think there's enough, especially when I was in university, of explaining that. But I think my teachers really liked keeping things as one meshes, at least some of them did, so they were actually the opposite. They were unhelpful with that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then let's do this. I'm not going to stream much longer, so we'll just do a block out. So I want some tables here. And I don't know how I want them. Maybe like this. See, here's another example. With this table, I could put edge loops in. Frickin'. Okay, let me isolate it. There you go. But yeah, I do want to add. So when you're learning to 3D model, learn the fundamentals first before starting to follow tutorials about making specific items. Make some really simple assets and work with those assets. Then when you've got that, when you've got the fundamentals of those very simple assets done, then you can start building your way up. Starting at a higher level, you'll probably just give up. You'll be like, oh, this is too hard, I didn't get it. So yeah, I personally think... Like I said, some people might completely disagree with me, but I personally think you should start slow and work your way up. So yeah, I could model this table like this, right? This is just a block out anyway. But why would I do that when I think we have a table upstairs that I can show you an example of? Oh my god, what the hell did I press? Did you guys see that? That come up for you? I got like a whole Twitch thing come up on my screen. But yeah, why would I want to do that when... I've got one up here, don't I? Up here. And I can model it like this. And I'm pretty sure I've got all this separate pieces. Yeah, look. All separated out. The That also reminds me of my character I've made. My character... Now, this is going to look creepy. Look at this. Look at the separate pieces that I know separate. So, I was explaining to this one of my mate, because he wanted me to make a character recently. I was like, you don't... If you ever play old... Well, not even old video games. If you play video games and your character's, like, costume glitches out, you'll usually see it look like this. All the... Oh, well, I should probably include the eyeballs and the hair. You will see the clothes disappear, and then the rest... There won't be, like, a body for the character. Because why would you need one, you know? Why would I need the rest of the body? This clothes, like, the clothes cover it up, right? The shorts cover it up. You don't need all those extra bits. Well, okay. Here I did delete it, but that's just because I don't know if I want to keep her with gloves or not, or if I want the option of taking them off. Even, to be fair, even in here, look, the hoodie is a separate bit. But if you get away with making it a separate bit, do it. I know I'm trying to really drive that point forward, but I think it's very important, personally. If you want an easier time 3D modeling, it's just something you should do. So that's really tall, to be fair. Yeah, because she's like this high, like that needs to be like. Again, this is just a block out, so don't look at this model and be like, yeah, that's horrible looking. That's way too thin. There's something like. Actually, no, she's like she comes up to like her chest is like here. When you come up to a table, maybe it needs to be more like this then. Yeah. So do we want something like this? Loads of chairs around, and then maybe a second one over here, like this. And we have like mugs and stuff, and you know what? I can have like cards. Like she plays a card game now and then. That's a really good idea. I like that. It would help to fill out this area. And I could have some mugs up here and stuff. No, I'm back. Hey. I could have some mugs and stuff up here. Could have plates. This is going to be more storage area. What I probably should be doing here... The problem with stuff like this is like... I'm not a concept artist. God, I've said this so many times. So I don't know how to make any of this stuff. So like when I make a lot of this stuff, I'm just winging it. I've said this a lot. I'm just winging it. I'm just going and hoping it works. I'm not using any concept to work off of a lot of the time. Because there isn't. You know, the boat was made from a concept, which I think looked pretty close. Like if I show you, so here's the boat, and then if I click on you... That was the image I worked from. Like if we scale that image up, look, it's not it's an okay image. It's not got that much detail in it. But that's what we worked from. And then I've gone ahead and made like an entire interior and everything, you know. But it's an interesting one. Always click the wrong one. Why can I not? I'm so confused. Where's the thingy I just made? There should be like a flat surface that I just made, right? Yeah, look. What's going on? The back seems bigger in the concept image, does it? Oh, I've left it up. You think so? We're at like what? This kind of angle? This kind of angle? I don't know, I think that matches up almost. I think mine seems bigger. I mean, I'm never going to match it to the concept image anyway. Any face, that's more than 4 sides. I know, it just seems that way. Okay. We're not looking to fully match it anyway. Like you can't always. I learned this with the fish scene, was you can't fully match it regardless because you're. Why can't I select this? This is really annoying. Hold on, it's not there now. I feel like I'm being really stupid. No, it's not there now. Did I undo it enough that it deleted it? Do this. Oh, wait. Separate. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Ignore me. Yeah, okay. This is what I want to work with. There you go. Apply the mirror to this. Wait, did I apply the mirror then downstairs by accident? The whole thing? No, okay, cool. Yeah. I don't want to apply the mirror because it's just useful for now. For if I do want to change something, we'll just change it in the mirror. I still don't know if I want this part to be flat like this. Maybe. Well, actually, I'm thinking of how it should look. Because then I can have a bar, a beam here, and then beams along the bottom on that straight bit. That would work quite nicely, actually. Thinking ahead's hard. Will the ship be one model or different part if you want to export it to Unreal? I'll probably set the whole thing and import it. It'll still be separate models, but it'll be imported as like one. All the it's how I did it. Wait, I think it's how I did it with that scene. 1 second. I don't want to say this and then be lying. I'll load it up 1 second. My fish scene, I'm pretty sure I did the same way, but I'm going to make sure. Because I don't want to lie to you guys. Oh yeah, I did it this way. Oh wait, no I didn't. Yeah, so basically I just want this to be like a little shelf here. You know what I mean? A slight overhang. And maybe a bevel. Let's do a scale on it. Let's set that to angle. Set it up. Turn this down. Go. There was smooth on it. Oh, there was a smooth on it. There you go. Something like that. And then I could... And then I could have, like, beams just coming along here. Because it being flat is going to make this part way easier to work with. But you know what I mean? It's still kind of blocking out right now. This isn't final, but... Did I just duplicate the floor? No, okay. You like how I checked that? Don't duplicate the floor. Yeet. Yeah, something like that. Then I do that all the way. Like I do a beam here that's aligned with that, and then I do that all the way around. Yeah, I like that. That should look pretty good. There you go. Let's load this up. I'm pretty sure. Wow. Why does this menu look huge? Oh, I can zoom out a bit. Yeah. See this look? So what I did with this was I literally just kind of want this thing to look nice. This has to be screen percentage. Look at this. Ooh, this was such a fun scene. Oh, this was such a fun scene, man. I learned so much making this scene. Some stuff hasn't fully loaded though. Look at that texture. Come on. There you go. Yeah, this scene I was in Blender and then I exported it, selected the whole thing and exported it. It still came in as separate components, as you can see. But if I were to reselect all this and then drag it in, it would all place it together in the right locations. Because if I were to like select the fish, you'll see, look, my center point's here, but it's up here. It's because that's where the center point was for my scene, and when I drag in, they all go to the right place. They all match up. That, I don't know if that's the best way, but that really worked for me. It was just so much easier. There's an add-on you have pay for called UV Toolkit. Yeah, it does sound familiar, yeah. I've seen UV Toolkit, and I was actually going to buy it. I was really tempted. Okay, so... Okay, chill. It's like, VR stopped working. I wasn't even using it. So I wonder if the... Oh, this is just modeled so weird. I know I modeled it, but if I were just to select this, take this out, separate selected. No, I just want the line I made. There you go. And then I just want the line. Yes. Why when I go into edit mode, it's going into edit mode of that. Blender, please. I don't know what you want from me. Okay, instead, so it'd be easy to select, we'll select the whole thing. Duplicate it. There you go. And we'll hide it. Select the edge I want. Invert, delete everything else. There you go. And then I'll duplicate this. Not duplicate this, extrude this, and extrude this. Something like that. And we get like a beam. Is that what I wanted? No. Or do we want the beam to actually bend a little bit? Like that. Smooth it. I mean, would we want it to be flush with the wall? Wow, this reminds me of Hogs of War. I don't think it is. I don't want the Hogs of War theme song now. Hogs of War theme song. Oh. Have you ever played Hogs of War? What absolute banger of a game. Oh, such a good game. Yeah, so do I just want it to intersect with this? Like that? Oh, I think that's what I'd want, right? Oh, we're not quite aligned to where we should have it, though. We should really have it aligning there. More like that. Yeah? Would we want a seam along there as well? Like, let me isolate this. Select this, duplicate this. No, sorry. Did it wrong. Duplicate. Oh my god, Blender, are you okay? There you go. Duplicate the whole... The undoing takes so long. Duplicate the whole thing, there you go. Now isolate it out. But this can't be the best way to do this. It might be. Delete faces. That's you. That's you. Delete. Mirror. Lets you bring you inwards a tad. Selects the edges from here. I'm just gonna do this just to see what it looks like. Oh my lord, that. Oh right. So that didn't work. Cause that's why. Well, actually, I might extrude the bottom. Extrude you up a tad. And then bring it in here. So, yeah, right? And have like a border like that. Yes. Oh, it's not quite. Well, actually, that's good enough. That makes you now realize that I really should get rid of this, or should I? Yeah, I should get rid of this. No, absolute banger. Oh, Monkey Island. I don't know if I'm allowed to play these because that's like a cover. I know people get very thingy with covers. Let's go into Studio. There you go. Oh, wrong one. Okay. I'm liking it so far. That's a good thing. Believe it or not. Because then, do I just replicate this pattern here? Have another frame going along the top, all the way around, and have beams coming down from each of those? Basically, make it look like how it looks in here. Like this effect. Obviously, this is quite more bent. I think I need to do it here as well. Like, do it from here. Which I'll do at some point. I'm just too lazy right now. That's cool, because you need to get rid of, obviously, like that. Like this. And that's, like, from the outside when we're actually looking at the ship. Like, if we look at it from certain angles, you should see in there, which would be really cool for some screenshots. Got a little boat over. This boat's way smaller, though. In the concept... I need to sneeze. Bless me. In the concept, that boat, see it? But when it's that scale, that's actually freaking huge. So you see mine, right? And I was trying to scale my character up to items in the scene, or scale the items down to my character's scale. Oh, God, I'm phlegmy. And when the boat was like, this boat kind of works. This boat is still quite big for her. Could you imagine her sitting in here? Like, she'd have to get oars that are like really, really, really large. So even now, it's kind of too big for her. She is supposed to be quite small. So like, if we had a big, a manly man in here, he'll actually fill up the boat quite well. But when this was the scale I had it to match the concept, this was like 50% bigger. So I had to scale this down so you don't see the boat as much now. Anyways, it's 20 to 5. I should be going having dinner soon. So I will call it a day. For those of you who haven't seen the schedule, if you are on the Discord, which you can find below if you're not on it, I do have a schedule page where I stream Monday, Wednesday, 2 to 4 GMT on Monday and Wednesday, and then 8 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We had very active day. I answered loads of questions. Did you guys answer loads of stuff? That's awesome. Yeah. Actually, we didn't actually chat that much, was it? Like, probably 100 messages. Felt like more. Yeah. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. So, Friday. Bye.